a world underwater, the rising tide. Rising sea levels are a reality we face today. Melting polar ice caps and glaciers add more water to our oceans, causing higher sea levels. Higher sea levels lead to severe coastal flooding, affecting millions worldwide. Coastal communities face loss of homes, livelihoods, and lives. Erosion accelerates, submerging coastal regions, causing displacement and economic loss. The melting giants, why sea levels rise. The main reason sea levels are rising is global warming. The Earth is getting warmer because of greenhouse gases. These gases trap heat from the sun. As the Earth warms, ice caps and glaciers melt. This melted ice flows into the oceans, making the water level rise. Another reason is that warmer water expands, taking up more space in the ocean. Paradise lost, island nations in peril. Island nations are in the most danger from rising sea levels. These countries are low-lying, some barely above sea level. If the water continues to rise, these islands could disappear completely. The Maldives, a beautiful island nation in the Indian Ocean, is facing this threat. The rising sea level is eroding coastlines and flooding homes. People are being forced to move. Section 4, Beyond the Shore Impacts on Coastal Communities. It's not just island nations at risk. Many large countries have low-lying coastal areas that are vulnerable to flooding. Bangladesh is a prime example. Millions of people in Bangladesh live in low-lying areas. Rising sea levels could displace these people and damage farmland. This could lead to food shortages and economic hardship. Section 5, A Future Submerged, Projections and Predictions. In this section, we delve into the alarming projections and predictions about our planet's future, particularly focusing on the rising sea levels. Scientists use a vast array of data, including satellite imagery, historical records, and advanced climate models, to predict how much sea levels will rise. Their work is crucial in understanding the potential impacts of climate change. They predict that sea levels could rise by several feet by the end of the century. This projection is based on current trends in global warming and ice melt from polar regions. Such a significant rise in sea levels would have devastating consequences, including more frequent and severe storm surges leading to widespread flooding. Coastal cities around the world, including major hubs like Miami and New York, would be at risk of flooding. Iconic landmarks could be submerged, altering the landscape forever. Millions of people living in these vulnerable areas would be displaced, leading to a humanitarian crisis. Refugee camps would swell with individuals seeking safety from the encroaching waters. Important infrastructure like roads, bridges, and power plants could be damaged or destroyed. This would disrupt daily life and economic activities, causing long-term challenges for affected communities. Section 6, Turning the Tide Action for a Threatened World. In this chapter, we delve into the pressing need for immediate and sustained action to combat the environmental threats facing our planet. The future may seem bleak, but we can still take action. Every small step counts, from planting trees to participating in community cleanup events. These actions not only help the environment, but also foster a sense of community and shared responsibility. We need to reduce greenhouse gas emissions to slow down global warming. This means transitioning away from fossil fuels and embracing cleaner, more sustainable energy sources. The adoption of electric vehicles and the installation of solar panels on rooftops are just a few examples of how we can make a difference. Switching to renewable energy sources like solar and wind power is crucial. These technologies not only reduce our carbon footprint, but also create jobs and stimulate economic growth. Investing in renewable energy infrastructure is a win-win for both the environment and the economy. We also need to protect our forests, which absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Forests act as the lungs of our planet, and their preservation is essential for maintaining the balance of our ecosystem. Reforestation and afforestation efforts are vital in this regard. The challenge of rising sea levels is immense. Coastal communities are particularly vulnerable, facing the threat of flooding and erosion. Implementing adaptive measures such as building seawalls and restoring natural barriers like mangroves can help mitigate these impacts, but with global cooperation and action, we can mitigate the risks and protect our planet for future generations. International summits and agreements play a crucial role in uniting countries towards a common goal. By working together, we can create a sustainable future and ensure the well-being of our planet for years to come.